and welcome back to my channel. So for this vlog is we're gonna make a review for the day, and we've got the TrimUI Smart Pro. So this is a retro handheld console, and it does have a cross mix. This is a cross mix operating system, a Linux, right? And it's also we've got, I think, an Android. Yeah, but I still haven't figured it out how to play Android games for the TrimUI Smart Pro, right? So okay, let's go gonna get over into it, and let's go gonna have to uh take the physical appearance. Excuse me, for the physical appearance, and it's also gonna get also try some games on it. All right, okay. Alright everyone, so here we go. So we've got the TrimUI smartphone, right? So we're gonna get over to the physical appearance for this one, which is a really good, nice upgrade for our really nice, good retro handheld console, right? So compared to my Unburned RG35 XXH, right? So it's also they got some, just like the PS Vita right over here, right? They got the style of the PS Vita, and we've got also a nice D-pad right over here for playing, and also for racing or fighting games, right? And they got the face button right over here, which is also similar to the Nintendo Switch, right? The first Nintendo Switch. Oh yeah, and right, and it's also we've got right over here, they got a long shoulder button right over here, which is also similar to also like this one, right? Yeah, and it's also we've got the trigger button right over here, and this is also a really good, nice and compact, right? And it's also we got right over here, we've got the power button, we got the HDMI, yeah, host. Okay, we got the volume rocker in here, and at the bottom right here is also we've got the function right over here. We've got this, I don't know what is the one. We got the charging, and we got the micro SD. So let's go, gonna have to check out how many gigabyte this one, right? So we've got this 256 gigabyte, right? So we've got the 256 gigabyte of the external memory. We've got this 3.5 millimeter output jack, and then we've got right here is for the lanyard right over here, and we've got the black matte finish at the back, and it's also at the front. It's just also similar to this. This one right here is similar to PS Vita, right? So we've got the menu button right over here for this one, and we've got this select button and start button in which you want to play, right? So okay, let's go, gonna have to turn it on. Okay, all right, so we've got the logo of the TrimUI. So this is a new retro handheld device, the TrimUI. All right, so we've gonna get the user interface right here, and which also you can put some music right over here, is because there is also a music right. All right, you can see it's that attached screen, right? So we've got the temperature 24.8, the CPU of 1416. We've got also the Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, LED, right? And it's also this also gonna get over right. There's this one right over here. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, and then if you want, and then got some volume right over here, volume, and then brightness, and then also and then over to this, yeah, volume, right? So let's go, gonna get over to this one right. So right over here we've got the L for this one right over here, and then I got the R for the right over there. So let's go, gonna get over to this user interface. So these are the recent, okay, favorites now. We can go to the recent, which also playing games like this one, right? And and then look at that. So and then also we got the best, we got this FC multi cartridges, okay, in which you can also play many games right over here in a multi cartridge. Yes, and it's also we've got another one right here is also the all of this emulator right over here. We got the Atari Lynx, we've got the Atari 2600, Atari 8, Atari 7800. We got some arcade. We got 123 games for the arcade. EC RPG, FB Neo, F Famicom, this one here, and then GB Color, MAME Plus, MAME 2010, and then Neo Geo, GP Open Board, PCE, FC, and then we've got right over. Okay, we got over here PlayStation games, PlayStation Portable, Pico 8, PGM, Nintendo DS, 64, MS, Mega Drive, Advance, Game Boy Advance, Megasa Game Boy, and then Game & Watch, Game & Gear, Dreamcast, CPS3, CPS2, CPS1. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, so and then we got right here is that's it's not a touchscreen, right? So and we got some ports right over here. We got Celeste, Stardew Valley, TMNT, and 24/8, Balatro, and C-Class. Okay, so we got the apps right over here. We got the e-reader. We got some e-reader for the TrimUI for function key setting, and which is you can check that out if you want to off that LED, right? So gonna have to go back, and then the LED is off. Okay, so gotta go back to this one function key setting, and then gonna have to, and we got the quiet mode, silent mode, CPU power save, CPU power burns mode, and turbo button A. Yeah, we got some sound like that one function key right over here is which you can see right over there. Okay, and then we've got the moonlight. Okay, in which is you can go into that one if you want to go that IP address that you want to go, right? So yeah, I still not have how to use. I still have to troubleshoot how to use the moonlight, right? And then which is also, let's go back to another function settings for this one, and which is really, yeah, good one. We got the music right over here, in which you can put music into, yeah, the micro SD card. Okay, and then we got the USB storage, video, we can play video right over there, pictures, and then the SD formatter, 2048, RetroArch, yeah, and then ebook reader, and you got the Wii, and then user guide, right? And then you got the display, volume, Wi-Fi, hotspot, Bluetooth, Teams, key map, and homepage, and the system. Let's get over to the system. So yeah, we got the power off, language, net play. Okay, gotta have to, yeah, on the first rooms, date and time. Okay, time zone, America. Okay, okay. So I'm gonna have to skip for that one. So okay, and then network synchronization time. So yeah, we got the set date right over here, and then yeah, 2025 month. What is this? 139. Okay, day. What is day? 2021. Okay, hours. Okay. 1 2, okay, 1, okay, and 39. Okay, and then the second, I'm gonna have to, okay, over to the 0. All right, so yes, okay, and then there it goes. We got the factory reset also, calibrate joystick, flash mode, device info. We gotta go to the device info. Let's go. We got the TrimUI Smart Pro. We got the model number TG540 5040 serial of, and then we got the version 1.1.0 Linux version of 4.9.191 Monday, May 5, 4601 UTC 2025. Okay, yeah, so yeah, here it goes, and then let's go gonna get over to the favorites. Okay, recent. Okay, we've got this Crash Nitro card. So let's go, gonna have to check some games for the Crash Nitro card. So gonna get over to this one. So one thing I know, yeah. Okay, here it goes. So this is like a Super Mario Kart, right? So, and another game. Alright, that was a good game, right? So we're gonna get over to this, we got some Dragon Ball, Burnout Legends, Ben 10, Assassin's Creed, and you got some, yeah, for this, yeah, you know, games, okay? And then we got some play, too many games right over here which you want to play. So we've got the, for the Game Boy, we've got this Double Dragon, yeah, Legend of Zelda, Warrior Blast Mega Man 1, yeah, and then Contra the Alien Wars, King of Fighters, okay, what did it say? Nice one, okay, perfect, got some, they got some many games right over here in which you can play it up if you want to, you know, right? So it is a perfect one. Also we got the Game Boy Advance, also we got the Golden Sun, Tekken, Crash Bandicoot, Nitro Kart, Bandicoot Fusion, Sonic. Yeah, we got some Rayman. Oh, nice. Okay, King of Fighters again. Okay, and then Dragon Ball Adventures, Dreamer Driver. Yeah, Driver. Kirby in the Amazing Mirror. Oh, nice. Okay, Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. Spyro. Oh, nice game. Legend of Spyro, right? And then City Special Force. What is this one? Okay. Advance, we've got these Final Fantasy games right over here. We got the Mega Man, Harvest Moon, nice, with Fire Emblem, Street Fighter, right, Legend of Zelda, and then you're gonna go to the Mega Drive, and which is, what is this from the game Mega Drive? We got some cool games right over here from the past, anyways you can play it up, right? So we got this, what is this? Master System, we got 280 games right here. Aerial Assault, Adam's Family, yeah, Aladdin, Alien, yeah, yes, too many games right over here. We got the next 64. We got the N64 games right over here. Yeah, it's very nostalgic. What is this? California Speed, right? Yeah, Castlevania, yeah, and then yeah, lots of games right over here. Yeah, perfect. And then, oops, okay. Uh, also we've got, okay, Jerry McGrath. Okay, and then yeah, Nintendo DS. Oh, okay, Bleach, the Blade of Fate. Okay, there you go. Yeah, Bleach. And Dark Souls, yeah, Battle of Fate. Oh, I didn't know that they're making a game for Bleach. All right, and then what? Blue Dragon, right? And then we've got the PCM, PGM. Yeah, we got the fighting games right over here. Mostly fighting games right over here. We got King of Fighters, Street Fighter. Nice. None. Okay, there's no. Okay, we got Pico 8, and then we've got lots of games from Pico 8. PPSSPP, yeah, you know that, yeah. PlayStation Portable Games, which is, yeah, games too lag for me. Okay, I try to play that one also, and then we got some bunch of, right, we got the Dragon Ball GT Final Bout. Okay, okay, sorry, okay. Gonna have to explore some games, right? Yeah, and then we got some Super Family Computer games right over games in deck A. Okay, we got Final Fantasy. Nice. Dragon Quest. Okay. Yeah, and then yeah. And SS. What is this one? Blast Twin Japan. Bomberman Wars. Yeah, Magic Knight. Oh, okay. Yeah, Magic Knight Rarity. I love the game. Yeah, I love that game. Okay, what WSC? Alchemist Marie and L, Blue Wings Japan, and then Digimon. Oh, Digimon Tamer. Okay, Digimon Tamer. Nice, nice. Okay, this is a good. Okay, this is a good one also for you to have this kind of retro handheld console with a TrimUI. So I still want to explore this one. So I want to use the Moonlight. Okay, so that I want to use the Moonlight so that I can, what is this called? I can, what is this? I can play Android games, right? So let's go and have to try that. Okay, how to use the Moonlight. All right, so okay, that's it. Okay, that's it for the TrimUI smartphone review. Okay, we've got, yeah, yeah, that already right over here, all of it, and then yeah, they got a nice, and it's also a really nice also, yeah, and then yeah, good, perfect for retro handheld games. All right,